Hello, 7th graders. This is your course card presentation for next school year when you will be 8th graders. I am Mrs. Johnson, your assistant principal.
And I am Miss Irving, your counselor.
At the beginning of everything we do, we remember that we are Waitman Wildcats and our ROAR expectations are very important. R is for respect, O is for ownership, A is for academics, and R is for readiness. So ask yourself, are you ready for 8th grade? As part of asking yourself that reflection question, remember, as middle schoolers, you are required to successfully complete 3 years of language arts, math, science, and social studies. And social studies must include civics. All of that in order to be promoted to 9th grade. So you will not go to high school unless you've passed all 3 years of your core classes.
So, today you'll be receiving your Wildcat Academic Course Selection Planning Sheet. Please make sure that you print your name where it is easily readable and your student number. The top part is your core academics and the bottom part is your elective options. So all 8th graders will be required to take Language Arts 3 or Advanced Language Arts 3, Pre-Algebra, Algebra 1 Honors or Geometry Honors, Science 3 or Advanced Science 3, World History or Advanced World History, unless you have already taken that class or you have not had civics. For example, you came from somewhere not in Pasco County. You may not have been in civics this school year, so you will need to do that in 8th grade. And if you came from Hillsborough, some of you may have already taken the world history in 6th grade, so then you'll take the U.S. history. So if you have a question about that, you can just email me and I can help you identify which class you need for 8th grade. And then also, which is required, is a year of PE, which is 1 semester of PE for all students. So advanced coursework. We believe that with the right supports that all students should be challenged to be engaged in and meet high academic standards. We have the accelerated options for science and math, and we have advanced options for language arts and social studies. Please make sure that you're talking to your teachers about coursework if you're wanting to do advanced or accelerated coursework next year. If you're wanting to give yourself a challenge, have that conversation, and if the teacher feels that you can do it, they'll initial for you.
Yes, because the teachers must initial the course card if they agree that you can try the advanced option.
Intensive coursework. Some students may be placed in intensive reading if they do not show proficiency on the FSA ELA assessment.
And you know, we do expect that we will be having the FSA testing this year, so that is coming up. You'll want to do the best you can on that so that hopefully you won't have to take the intensive reading as an elective next year. But if you do, you do.
Also, students who do not receive passing grades in their 4 core content classes, your math, your ELA, your science, and social studies, meaning you failed a class for the semester, one of those core classes, you will be placed in the academic learning lab for course recovery, because in order, again, to be promoted to high school, you have to pass all 4 core classes each year.
That's why it's important, Miss Irving, and you know this, that you guys do pass your courses, your core classes, math, language arts, science, social studies, and that way you won't have to miss out on an elective choice by having to be in course recovery.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
Okay, we're going to talk about some, if you do pass, and we're going to talk about your elective choices.
So, one of your elective choices is PE, which is a requirement. So all students are required to take 1 semester of PE in each middle school year. So 6th, 7th, and 8th you have to take. unless you choose to opt out of PE. Parents will need to sign a PE waiver, and you can get that PE waiver from me. You can ask me to get it at school, or you can shoot me an email, and I can send you one. So again, if you need a PE waiver, please see me for the waiver.
And your email is a little tricky.
It's a little tricky, but it's A, B as in boy, A, U, M as in Mary, R, U, C at pasco.k12.fl.us.
And if you missed that, for those of you that may be watching this that are not brick and mortar, you can go back and watch this. We're recording it, and it'll be on your language arts teachers My Learning page. So if you need that again, you can see it on that page, My Learning ELA Teachers.
So own your choices. Selection of your electives. 8th graders will have 2 full elective choices, and you can select either year-long or semester electives. Now, this is really important. You need to be thinking about, when you're looking at these elective choices, not what are my friends taking? Oh, I'll take that because so-and-so is taking that. No, you need to be thinking about things that you're interested in, where you have talents. How can you apply that elective to what you like? And you can also, if you're interested in earning high school credit, we offer high school credit electives as well. So if you're ready for that challenge, that might be something you think about. But again, you want to select these electives based on what your interests are, not what your friends are.
Good advice.
All right, so you'll see at the bottom of your course card the selection of electives. We want you to number 1 to 7, 1 being your most favorite elective, up to 7. Our goal is to get you your top pick, but if we can't because of the way classes are scheduled, then we'll have to move down the line. So we also note that if you already took an elective this year, you can't double dip and take it twice. So please only put down number 1 through 7 on courses that you have not currently had yet. A lot of the classes for 7th grade kind of like a taste test of what the course is kind of like. And then for 8th grade, it moves into more year-long courses of that kind of subject area. Notice on the bottom of the course card, we have high school credited Ag Science Foundations, Digital Information Technology, Digital Design, Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. Those are all high school credited classes, and you will need to have those teachers, the ag teacher, Miss Ayers, Mr. Moss, Miss Gallo, or your language arts teachers to initial off that you're approved to take the high school credited course. Because it's not just whether or not you have taken the classes prior, like TV production, it's also due to your work ethic and if you're ready to handle a high school level course.
So important that you number them 1 to 7 because we do need options, especially for students that have specialty classes or what we call singleton classes, where they're mainly offered only one time during our schedule. Your courses can get pretty locked in. When we do build a master schedule, we pull course request and we build it for the majority of students to fit their schedules. But if you're an outlier, it may be difficult to get you into one of your first choice. So we need options. So think about those. Don't just do it haphazardly. Really think through what you would like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, because we really do try to make that happen for you.
Also, if you're interested in the peer program, which is also a year-long course, there is an application required. So if that is something you're interested in, please mark that box, and then I will later get with you to give you that application. that you'll need to fill out to determine if you are eligible to do the peer program.
And I'd like to add to that, if you specifically would like to work with our special needs population, you can write that off to the side that you happen to like working with special needs, and you request that, and we may be able to have that happen for you for next year.
So, making your elective choices. Use the course card to help you make your elective choice. Remember, you can select either year-long or semester electives. Again, order your top choices from 1 to 7, 1 being what you really, really want. And we will try our best to get you your top picks. If needed, parents signs the PE waiver, which comes to me. Again, if you don't want to take PE, the PE waiver needs to be signed.
And they get that from emailing you. Or if you're brick and mortar, you can come up to the back office and ask to speak with Mrs. Irving.
Yep. So, own your choices. This is really important. Schedule changes. Classes are offered on the basis of choices you make, like Ms. Johnson said. And these choices are going to be binding. Schedule changes will not be made because you decide that you don't want to take a course any longer.
Or because your friend's not in the class.
Right.
Yeah.
So, finally, student and parent are going to sign the course card. It's on the back of the course card. You'll see the note about schedule changes where you read it, parent signs, and you signs. These are due back to your study hall teachers by February 19th.
February 19th. And the light blue box right there. You see it. Light blue box.
And if you want, you can turn it in beforehand, but it definitely has to be in by the 19th.
By the 19th.
By the 19th. Because after the 19th, if you do not have your course card in, and I have to take my time to create a course card, you think it sounds easy, but when I start thinking about individual students and all those different electives, I'm at a loss. So I'm going to end up just sticking you in wherever is left open.
Yeah, you probably won't like it. You probably won't like your electives. So
yeah, because I'm going to write all over that course card. No schedule changes. Didn't turn in course card.
So very important that you guys get your own course cards in by the 19th. So Ms. Irving doesn't have to select your courses for you.
Right.
Because again, that schedule changes will not be allowed.
Okay.
All right, so course card request for students. If you're an online student, a My School online student, you are going to be completing your course card selection using a mock form. So there is a link that will be available beginning February 9th and ending on February 19th. And it's through My Learning Language Arts Teachers announcement page. Or you can find it also in your parents' newsletter, which is called the Meow, but it was the February newsletter. Our principal, Ms. Fowler, put the link in there for the mock form. But yes, we are asking you to upload it electronically. You will not be getting a hard copy course request card. Brick and mortar students get the hard copies. You guys are using this mock form, which is, again, on My Learning, your language arts teacher's announcement page, or in the February Meow.
Some additional resources again. Course cards and more information can be found in your Wildcat Meow. You can also click on this link for all course descriptions. And then, again, a link for the online students. The mock form is where you're going to be sending in your course requests for next year. And if you have any questions or concerns along the way, please feel free, again, to email me, and I will try my best to get whatever it is that you need to you as soon as possible.
Okay, so you guys keep working on your 7th grade courses and passing those, and fill out those course request cards, get them in by the 19th, and have a great day.
Bye.